talk about the OCC. One time I filed a complaint report. The OCC sent me the letter, so he's the most powerful regulator in United States finance banking. Bragged Warren Buffett. Bragging, the OCC just downgraded 47 major banks. Here is the list. The bank don't want you to know. Ladies and gentlemen, as about today is the belly whisper about something the big bank desperate hope you never discover it. Warren Buffett himself has been quietly prepared over the past 18 months. Just a day ago, buried beneath the noisy political scandal celebrating gospel. The currency's most powerful banking regulator in the United States, OCC, made a move and that sent a shock. But I don't know OCC if they involve any of the cryptocurrency too, because the highest level Wall Street laid downgrade not one, not five, but even 20 banks. The downgrade 47 major finance institutions across America. Let the numbers sink. The moment there are small community banks, rural town, they are institutions hold your savings, manage your retirement account, and process your paycheck every single month. The government just officially declared they are in worse financial health than they were before. But there is what makes this story truly alarming. You were never supposed to find out about this. The OCC does not publish this downgrade public. They do not hold a press conference. They do not send out a lot deposit. Don't worry. And their bank just failed critical health check. This is information was meant to stay in a lock behind a closed door, show only among regulator and banking executive. The quiet conference noon, far away from the public eye. So how we do know about it? Because few investigative journalists and financial analysts who actually do their job manage to piece of together puzzle from the regulator finding insider resource and the pattern, and the big institutions forgot to hide. And today, we walk through those exactly what it means. Your money, which is bank, are now secret list most important. What is you need to right now know to protect yourself, your family. Dominant fold. Now, butterfly effect, ripple effect. Before to dive into the specific, I need to understand something fundamental about the banking regulation. Work in the United States, the Office of the Controller of the Currency. Yes, the Office of the Controller of the Currency is not some minor bureaucratic agency pushing the paper in the basement in somewhere. This is primary regulator for the National Chartered Bank. Okay. When the OCC, this is the primary regulator or national charter bank in the United States. When the OCC speak, Germany, the diamond lesson with the OCC Act, entirely financial system pay attention. They operate what's known as the camel rating system. This has nothing to do with the animal. Camel is an acronym. It stands for the capital, other currencies, asset quality, management capabilities, earnings stability, regulated position, and the sensitivities to the market risk. Every single bank in America receives a score from the 1 to 5. This color with one beam, so the strongest being on the verge of complete value. The bank rate 4 or 5 are considered a problem. Institutions, they are placed under the intense scrutiny. They face restriction of the growth, limitation, and the dividend. The severe case, they are forced to find a buyer or face seizures for the FDIC. For decades, the rating system has operated. The total secrecy is the government argument with the publishers, and this goal would cause panic, trigger bank run, destabilize financial system. To some extent, they have pointed, if everyone knew which bank was struggling, depositors would free overnight, exactly creating the safe or fear prophecy of the collapse. But here is problem with the logic. Assume that depositors do not deserve to know the truth about where your money is sitting. Assume protecting bank more important than protecting the people. This is created a system when the institution can quietly be tolerated for years, and why continue to advertise themselves as a safe second, collecting your deposits and paying the executive massive bonus, right? Until the moment they implode. This is exactly what happened with the Silicon Valley Bank. This is exactly what happened with the Signature Bank. Exactly what happened first. Republic, each case, the warning sign was there. The regulator knew. The insider knew, but the media don't know anything. They just manipulated by those Starlink, you see, Trump, the Fox News, the CNN. So the average deposit is the small business owner that they're operating capital on the line and retire with their life saving in the checking account. They will keep completely in the dark. So until it was too late, with 47 more banks receiving the downgrade, the heavy risk mean, it's like, banking system, some collapse, part collapse, so on. So very simple questions. How many of these institutions are sitting on the edge of the same cliff? How many one bad quarter interest rates shock the commercial because of it? The currency, change swap, is supervised by the OCC. So because from the bank and commercial real estate default away from becoming the next headline. Yes, I'm afraid it's more anyone in Washington want to admit, because what we are witnessing right now is not an isolated incident. It's not a few bad people spoiling the bunches. What we are the witness is slow motion unraveling. The banking system has been running on borrowed the time and artificial now interest rate for over a decade, when the Federal Reserve had the rates near zero for the years. So bank loaded long-term bond and commercial real estate loan. It makes perfect sense. Low rate, the war. But when the inflation exploded, the Federal was forced to raise the rate at the fastest pace in 40 years. The same asset became a tickling time bomb, and the bond lost massive value. The Treasury bonds lost massive value. The commercial real estate loan starting the default. Commercial real estate loan keeps starting the default. There's a big problem. So office building empty, property value collapse. The reason, you see, and the bank The very institution is trusted to safeguard of the financial life. Buffett then said, so even you throw loads of money to the Bitcoin, it's not going to save anything. You see, it's basically fundamental construction is wrong. Basic foundation is empty, is life, so that's financial life. It's not speculation, it's not a conspiracy theory, it's basically mathematics. And this is why Warren Buffett is the greatest investor of generation, because he knows about those, detail. The devil hidden in the detail. Not every investor can recognize, acknowledge what has been the make move. Should terrify the paying attention. Over the past 18 months, that's Warren Buffett sold out his stock, you see. Over the past 18 months, Warren Buffett has done something almost never does. He has been selling. It's like Bill Gates, the selling, not trimming position. It's like, it's a normal, because now they want to, get the cash. It's much better because it's it's very bad of the bad long, and overvalue those assets. The normal portfolio is better cash, rebalance. He's been dumping the billion of dollar worth, and the bank, stock market, and the past, the Wall Street analysis scratching the head, confusing. So the Berkshire Hathaway is from Berkshire Hathaway is a founder of the Warren Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway is legendary investment in the vehicle. Reduced holding some of the American largest financial institutions, staggering amount. He slashed his position in U.S. Bank Corporate. He completely excited, holding the Bank of New York Mellon. He dramatically reduced his stake. Bank of America, a bank he once called the forever holding, but most telling of he has been accumulating cash. A rate have never seen before in a 60 years career. And the latest finding, Berkshire Hathaway is sitting over 180 billion in cash, short-term treasury bill. 180 billion, that's not the behavior of men who believe the banking system is healthy. It means the banking system is because cryptocurrency value a blockchain reason. See, so even now Trump administration try to transfer to the Bitcoin, it's not going to work because foundation is corrupt, so on. It's collapsed. So that is not the portfolio of someone who think it's worth behind. That is war chest, is dry powder being the stock peer. So opportunity, but Warren Buffett clearly see the Warren Buffett. You see those rich people. You see Amazon. You see Warren Buffett. You see Bill Gates. Also out there stock. You see even the European Central Bank. He sold the X stock. You see, so X is fake money. You see, so seller have no choice, but because why? Elon Musk, he had to use the fake money, Bitcoin, to buy the Ride on Air, and Ride on Air belong to UK. It's European domestic airline, economic airline, so on. So seller have no choice but accept whatever offer. So you see, Warren Buffett has witnessed this move, and during the saving and the loan crisis in 1980, he made a fortune during the dot-com collapse about 2000, and he deployed billion in the 2008 financial crisis. He deployed so incredible fair return. Goldman Sachs and Bank of America will come to him, begging for the capital. Buffett does not panic. He does not react emotionally. He studied fundamental, identified weakness, and positioned himself to the profit when the house card finally fall. every single move. So making it screaming and send messages, banking sector is not as stable as they want you to believe. So banking is collapsed because Bitcoin, those are fake. And once something align, because those money, go to those, BNAS, those are fake, SPF, those are, crazy, you see. And they don't have a regulate. Private bank list, which is check institution risk. From bank, which is track institution risk value, so has been growing quietly past several quarters. I realized loss. The banking system is mean gap between the bank pay. So, the banking system, meaning the gap between what the bank pay, their asset, what those assets actually worth today, currently lost about 500 billion. This $500 billion lost. It have not been recognized, sliding like cancer, banking cancer, in the balance sheet the bank across America. Commercial real estate alone make up massive portion of regional bank portfolio. Defaulting the rates since the 2008 crisis. Office vacant rate. Major cities have reached historic high. Remote work become the permanent company/real estate blueprint. And the bank holding those long. Watching the collateral value. This collateral value is overvalued, so prompting why pretending everything is fine. They are pretending everything is fine. It's a context which OCC just downgraded. That's why OCC just downgraded 47 bank. It's not happening in vacuum. It's happening the exact moment the fundamental indicate the financial news. What do you think? You see the talking the heads celebrating. Most important, not only is because those are cryptocurrencies, so stable coin, you see, and the recombinant bank. Undervalued opportunity, you see the reassurance, the banking crisis clearly. 20123 content. But I want you to ask yourself a simple question. If everything truly fine, why the OCC downgrade more bank right now? What a private bank list growing instead of shrink. So Warren Buffett selling instead of buying. So they're selling his asset is better have cash. More than those are an undervalued things. So the Federal Reserve still operating emergency lending facilitate. So on. So anyone willing to see this crisis never ended. A simple went underground. The value of Silicon Valley Bank, the First Republic, was not isolated, and they were symptom of systematic disease. So that's why you see how it's possible. Entire U.S. bank is collapsed, and then NVIDIA and those of stock market is good. It's crazy, you see, and Tesla, the Taokong spread to the vine of American financial system. 47 bank just received a downgrade. So the infections get worse. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Surely, if my bank was troubled, someone would tell me. Surely the government would not let me keep my money in the values to institution without warning. I wish I could tell you that it's better justified, but its reality is far more troubling. Citizen, FDIC insurance, everyone rely on cover of only $250,000 each account, US dollars. So per deposit for the institution, but here is they do not advertise FDIC insurance. So approximately 120 billion. This sounds like a lot until you realize total deposit in the American banking system exceeds 70 trillion. So do the math. Insurance represents less than 1%. So they will probably print whatever money necessary to prevent collapse. So whatever, this exactly happened during the 2008 crisis. It's worse. So most Americans make a fundamental mistake. So maybe a CD or money market fund, or under the one roof, or under the FDIC insurance umbrella. So don't realize FDIC insurance only cover $250,000 per deposit, you see. So vanish. So some of the money will vanish. Silicon Valley Bank collapse. 1,000 deposit. Give me a break. Who's gonna solve this problem? Unsecure creditor, the bank take your deposit. Use make loan to investment. So you deposit the money, you withdraw the money, everything works seamlessly. And then if you withdraw your money, go to the crypto, it's more worse, see, because no regulate. So use the Treasury bill, which is directly obligation of the United States government. Use money market fund, invest in the government securities. They use the brokerage account, SIP insurance. Additional protection alternative. Before we take action by the time, bank value. So it's already too late. Your money is frozen, your account are locked. You stand in line with thousands of other deposits. It's crazy. So what you gonna about? The height of history was 47 bank quietly received a downgrade. The public will never officially see. The question is whether you use your information, ignore, or too late. So what the institution can move excess cash into the Treasury bill, government money market. You can position yourself not as a victim, it's next crisis, someone who saw it coming. The banking system is not going to collapse tomorrow, but it's weak. 47 downgrade pool it. Who can solve this problem? The banking doesn't mean safe. It means secret. It means problem being buried until it becomes the catastrophic. So when the next bank fails, you will fail the only people who survive unscathed, those who saw it coming. So the future self is to calculate their taxes ratio, check their loan loss, look at their commercial real estate exposure. So okay, we talk about the OCC. One time I filed a complaint report. The OCC sent me the letter. So he's the most powerful regulator in United States finance banking. Bragged Warren Buffett. Bragging, the OCC just downgraded 47 major banks. Here is the list. The bank don't want you to know. Ladies and gentlemen, as about share today is the barely whisper about something the big bank desperate hope you never discover it. Warren Buffett himself has been quietly prepared over the past 18 months. Just a day ago, buried beneath the noisy political scandal celebrating gossip. The currency is the most powerful banking regulator in the United States, OCC. Made a move and then sent a shock. But I don't know OCC if they involve any of the cryptocurrency too, because the highest level Wall Street laid downgrade, not one, not five, but even 20 bank, the downgrade. 47 major financial institutions across America. Let the numbers sink. The moment there are small community banks, through the time they are institutions hold your savings, manage your retirement account, and process your paycheck every single month. The government just officially declared they are in worse financial health than they were before. But there is what makes this story truly alarming. You were never supposed to find out about this. The OCC does not publish this downgrade public. They do not hold a press conference. They do not send out a lot deposit. Don't worry. And their bank just failed critical health check. This is information was meant to stay locked behind the closed door, show only among regulator and banking executive. The quiet conference room, far away from the public eye. So how we do know about it? Because few investigative journalists and financial analysts who actually do their job manage to piece of together puzzle from the regulator finding insider resource and the pattern, and the big institutions forgot to hide. And today we walk through those exactly what it means. Your money, which is bank, are now secret list most important what is need to right now know to protect yourself, your family. Dominant 4